So it's October the 6th. I have all of this stuff nice and packed. I am down to like maybe the last 20% left of the apartment needing packed. And I only have a couple more days left. So it's actually a Tuesday. On Saturday, I'm gonna go down to Houston to pick up my brother. This is so that I could rent a U-Haul. My brother is going to drive the U-Haul, and then I am going to drive my car. I could hitch my car to the back of the U-Haul, but I don't feel like it's very safe. So I am getting my brother. I'm going to drive the nice 8 hours to go pick up my brother. I'm probably also, well actually I need to go pick up keys to my apartment. I'm still waiting to see if I've been approved for the apartment that I applied for, which is kind of stressful. I've been very anxious about that because needless to say, I'm moving on the 11th. My family is going to help me move. Yes, I love you. I'm going to get some movers to move things into the U-Haul, and then my family's going to help me move things out of the U-Haul. This way they all don't have to drive the long distance to Dallas to help me pack up. So in my last move, I actually learned how to move some of the odd ends and bits that you usually get, the loose items. One of the movers actually taught me that if you take a moving blanket and you lay it out, you can put all these little pieces that are like too big to pack or just sort of like odd items, and you put them on the blanket and you fold it up like a burrito, and then that's it. You put it all together and you fold it up. I struggled with this a little bit, but it was pretty simple. It's a nice little tidbit if you're moving. So here is my living room. I have most of it packed up. My doggies are sleeping on the couch because they're being so helpful and not getting in my way today, so thank you, puppies. I have this short bookshelf right here, which I packed up. I put all of my books into 2 different boxes, so it's not so heavy. I also have this box, which is open because I still have a little bit of room to put stuff in. I've gotten rid of a lot of the stuff on this bookshelf here, which I usually use for paperwork and stuff. I also have all of these bins inside this TV unit, which I don't need to pack up. I'm just going to carry them as is. I did have a bunch of things that were like in the nooks and crevices of this unit, so I took all of the odds and ends and I put it all in a box. So there's nothing loose, nothing exciting going on. I mean, there is this one right here which has some things that need to be boxed because they're too small and just too scattered. I have a dining room which I use as my office. I am sitting here watching YouTube videos and Twitch, so this is what I'm doing before the stream. I was kind of just relaxing, drinking my coffee. It's technically afternoon, so I mean I've been up since 10, which is kind of like sleeping in a lot for me. So I spend the first couple of hours just relaxing, just drinking coffee, and then I get into making my YouTube video here. So here is also I have a nice open source apartment right now that has the dining room, kitchen, and living room all together as one large room. So I have this nice island in the middle of everything, which kind of takes up. I also have a really big and nice kitchen. I'm moving to another apartment which has a smaller kitchen, so it means that I'm going to have more space in my living room, dining room area, which I'm really excited. This is also a 1-bedroom apartment, so I only have this 1 bedroom. I'm moving to a 2-bedroom that actually I'm going to use one as an art room, and then I'll probably be able to use my dining room as a dining room. I put aside some clothes for the week because I only have a couple of days left until I move. So I have this nice laundry basket of stuff that I just kind of tossed a lot of clothes in, just random bits and things. I also have this dresser, which I've already unpacked. That's what the boxes are that you see. And I am still getting stuff squared away. I also have this beautiful, beautiful bathroom. I've already packed up things that were in the vanity. And I have also packed up this really large walk-in closet. I have my bedroom, it's all labeled. These are where my shoes are. I have some odds and ends that I'm trying to figure out if I should put in a box or just carry it. Got a lot of boxes here. I'm taking a small break from packing and working on my cross stitch video. So far I'm getting pretty close to finish. I just have to do the outlines for these and then for the table so you can see the pattern, just a little bit of it. I've covered it so that I don't ruin it for anybody. Also, it's not my pattern, so I don't want to show everything when it's not mine. And I am doing some things for my channel. So far we have 4 subscribers, yay, and 8 views to my first video. I actually made this video before I came up with a channel name, so I'm really happy with how my channel is looking design-wise. I'm just not happy with the quality of the videos. So, and that would just come with a lot of practice, probably a little bit of upgrade in my hardware, and everything would be great. So I also redid my doll channel, which it used to be Making It by Alexandra, but because I'm doing Creative 404 now, I changed the name and I redid the branding, so I gave it Button Eyes. This is so that it's like the Caroline-esque kind of doll video. And so I have my videos in here. They're gonna have the old branding. I'll probably make a small video for that, a little update video. We have 15 subscribers on that. Look at that. I've had it for a while. Let's see, how long have I had this channel? Yeah, I've had it since June 1st, 2020, so it's been a couple of months. It's October 7th right now, so my channels are doing pretty good. I'm gonna have a 3rd channel. At least that's the plan, but right now I'm just working on my main channel and trying to make, 2 videos a week. This is my 2nd vlog, but it's only the first one that was successful. My last one was accidentally deleted, and then I cleared out my trash can, and then I cried because yeah, that was horrible. So I'm down to my last box. Going to need that to finish doing what's left of the kitchen. All of the cabinets are now empty. I've gone through and cleaned everything. Got some things in the trash can for now. But all of this has been cleaned and nice and ready to go. I just have these small things and what's in here. I don't have a cooler, so I don't know how I'm gonna get this back. I'm probably going to use these bins that I've been saving. Good thing I didn't take them to the Goodwill. These bins right here, I'm going to use those to pack up some things. But I have my bedroom nice and cleaned. The ceiling fan needs another scrub. It is looking a little chalky. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let's see. Nope, you guys can't see it. But there is a chalky residue all over the blades of the fan. I have what's left of my clothes for this week and places for my contacts. This entire thing is now empty. I've shampooed what I could of the carpet all the way around. For the bathroom, I've emptied out both the drawers, all these 3 drawers and the cabinets. I've cleaned the interior of the sinks so they're nice and shiny. I paint a lot, so I had a lot of paint residue in here. And in here, I have his and hers sinks, but I only use one for paint and then one for paint this stuff. I have a shower head right here because I use my own shower head. I've cleaned the toilet, which is something that's always forgotten. I've cleaned the tub as well. I have my own shower head in the tub that I need to remove, but I'm going to do that after tonight's shower. And then I'm going to take down my curtains, or my, yeah, I think it's the curtains, and my towels. I don't have too much left in my closet, just odd bits. I've got my coffee for later on in this week. I only have 2 to 3 days left of this apartment, so I just need to make sure I have everything. I have what's left of my dishes. Those are going to go into a bin. Same thing with these. I got some wine because it's been a very stressful week for me. I've emptied out this, it's actually the water heater closet, but I use it to store my cleaning supplies, or at least some of the cleaning supplies. My broom and stuff used to go in here, so that's nice and cleaned. I have my laundry room, which I've cleaned and gotten ready. I've wiped down both the washer and dryer and both of these shelves, so that's nice and ready to go. The only thing that's really messed up is my 3D printing station, which I'm going to need another box for. I'm down to my one, but I think I have another one in the garage. I have my work computer, which I need to return because I no longer work there. I have some extra tape, which I don't really need. I'm probably going to return it. Have my IRS form, which I need to finish filling out, and I need to clean this cart. I pulled up a bin, a blue bin, for all of my cleaning supplies that I'm using. I'm probably going to leave a couple of them here in the apartment so that I can sweep and mop the floor. I also have my broom closet, which is, or my cloak closet, which is where I keep my vacuum and carpet shampooer. I have some more things right out here, which is my creeper blanket project bin. And I have that. All of this is nice and ready to go for the move. I think I am pretty much done. I'm a total mess. It has been a busy couple of weeks, like completely busy. My body really hates me right now. So on Sunday, my brother and I went and got the U-Haul. I did end up with the 20-footer. If I didn't mention it before, I can't remember. For you, it's just a couple of seconds. For me, it's just a long, long day. So my brother ended up driving the 20-foot U-Haul, and I ended up following him. Anytime he had to change lanes, I would change lanes first, then let him over. And that way it was just more efficient, and it was easier to get the U-Haul where it needed to go without people trying to like rush past him and potentially get in a wreck. So it was, especially here in Houston, where people are, well, Texas in general, people are just shitty drivers, and they are really shitty to trucks and 18-wheelers and all kinds of things like that, and there's all kinds of wrecks with that. So we want it to be as safe as possible. I did end up purchasing the insurance for the truck, mainly because I didn't know what type of insurance my brother had, and also because I didn't want it to count against me on my own insurance if something were to happen. So I purchased the external insurance with those thoughts in mind, and we ended up driving the U-Haul with no incident. So that was really great. We went to the apartment around 10:30. By 11:20, the movers came, so we had these two guys come in and help us load up the U-Haul, which was fantastic. They called ahead, tell us they were supposed to show up at 11, so they called ahead and told us that they were running late, that their other job had overextended. So that was real nice of them. And then they showed up and they went to work. They weren't the hardest working people I've seen, but they were still very dedicated. I've seen guys who bring in like this rope or this lance or whatever, this huge belt, and just pick up 2 big boxes, throw it on their back, and then rush down those stairs like it was a marathon. These guys were more relaxed. They took their time, which is pretty good because it's probably healthier for them. It was great. So they loaded up the U-Haul. Only took the 3 hours that I had paid. I didn't want to extend it. They were really nice, and it was a really hot day. And so we only let them work the 3 hours that we already prepaid for, and then me and my brother load up the last few boxes because there was still just a little bit left, maybe like 6, maybe 5 boxes left. So we loaded that up by ourselves. I do need to go back this Friday and go clean up. There is some things left over like dust and trash that has gotten all over the place. So I'm gonna go back, vacuum, mop, and clean baseboards, and that's all I have to do left for that. I'm gonna do that this Friday because I'm currently broke. This entire move has cost me about $3,000, and I am left with just $5 in my bank account. I get paid Friday, so I'm hoping that I can just add some gas into my car, go into there, clean the apartment, do the walkthrough with the apartment complex, let them look at it, see if anything is I've cleaned the entire thing, so the only thing they could really get mad at is the fact that I hung up some pictures. But I do believe that is part of just general wear and tear. Other than that, it's pretty good. Everything is really clean, everything is too really tidy. I pretty much left it all as it was when I moved in. The only thing it needs is a little bit of paint where I put those pictures. I already caulked up the holes, so that was real nice, and just got everything pretty much ready. I did leave that day. It took 3 hours. We left, and then it took 4, maybe 5 hours to drive the U-Haul from Dallas to Houston. In that time period, we did stop. We took a little shortcut to Buc-ee's, which was really fun. Buc-ee's had like the little COVID mask, which is 2020 COVID. So that's the time that we're moving, is during this pandemic. So that was real nice. We got to the new apartment around 8 o'clock, just at 8 o'clock. It was maybe 8:15. And my other siblings, I have 2 other siblings, didn't show up. I also had a brother-in-law that was supposed to show up with one of my siblings. None of them showed up. They completely renegade, canceled last minute on me, and I was stuck with a 20-foot U-Haul packed to the brim and no one to help me unpack it besides my brother, who was driving the U-Haul, which, in all honesty, pisses me the F off, because I was relying on them and they were no-shows last minute. They gave me no heads up, so I could have gotten a little extra on my loan and paid for the movers to unload. It would have cost me maybe $250, and none of my siblings helped. Luckily, my mother did show up. She found a friend to help us unpack, and we just got the big stuff with him unpacked. But he had a baby, he had a wife, and he had a kid all waiting on him, so we didn't really use him that much. We asked him to help my brother move the big stuff into the apartment, and then after that was it, we let him go. But we still had half the entire truck filled with boxes to unpack. I did do a nice time lapse of the box unpacking, and as you can see, it took a while. My brother and I spent, this was, in total, my brother and I spent 5 hours unpacking this 20-foot U-Haul by ourselves with light help. My mother didn't end up helping. I actually sequestered her to my dogs because they wouldn't stop barking, and my neighbor kept sticking his head out, very concerned, very like, not angry, but I could tell he was upset by it. So I had my mother watch my dogs. We did have an incident where one of my dogs got loose and she ended up on the main street far, far away. Luckily we found her, and luckily she was unharmed, but it scared the hell out of us. So we kind of baby gate my mom into the kitchen with the dogs and keep them quiet, keep them calm, keep them safe. And she just did that for us, which was really great because I really needed a babysitter for those damn dogs. I love them dearly, but they can be such a pain in my ass. So my brother and I took 5 hours to unload the U-Haul. In this time-lapse video, it's only an hour and a half because it was towards the end of everything, and my brother was like, let's do a time-lapse. So I did the time-lapse, which was great footage to have. As you can see, we were really tired. When we finally got the last box out, my brother just collapsed onto the U-Haul. It was just, we were soaked through with sweat. We were so drenched, and it was to the point where your mind just kind of like goes into a fuzzy place where you're just going through the motions and you just go numb. Like your body's in so much pain, it goes numb. Your head is in so much pain, you go numb. And it's like the entire time you're moving boxes, you're just like, one more, just keep going, one more, just keep going. And it was so difficult. I was so upset, and it was just, to have family that you depend on and not be able to depend on them was just heartbreaking. And so I was just really upset, and I was just trying to get through the motions, try to get the U-Haul unpacked. And after that, I just shoved everything in the house, and my mom followed my brother to the U-Haul drop-off site. They dropped off the U-Haul and they went back home. And by the time they got home, it was 2 a.m. By the time I passed out, it was 1 a.m. because it takes them an hour to get to their house from my house. So it was just, we were all just exhausted. The next day, which was Monday, I had no internet, nothing to do, and I was in a lot of pain. So I took some medicine, I took some ibuprofen, and I went to work on just unpacking. I guess it was just a carry on of that like mentality of get things done, get things done, get things done. And I went from this master bedroom being filled with boxes to the point where you couldn't even walk into it, to now I can do my desk stuff, do things like that. I did most of that in one day. I do not know what came over me, but I unpacked and unpacked and unpacked. My ankles are swollen, my feet were swollen, my arms were just numb because of all picking up the boxes. I'm a mess right now because it's been a really big ordeal moving. It did save me a little bit in all. The movers and the truck was only, it was about $300 for the truck and then $250 for the movers. So it was about $550 all total just to move. That portion, I mean, this is excluding paying double rent. This is excluding paying double renter's insurance. This is excluding having to pay for restarting the electricity, the utilities, my internet. I've also had to start paying the deposits for my dogs. I had to do that. That's $1,000. So that is just a lot of money that I had to spend. But out of that $3,000 that I spent for this move, only $550 went towards the actual moving portion. And that really saved me a lot because the moving portion would have cost me somewhere between $1,500 to $250 to $1,500 to $2,500, $1,500 to $2,500 was the estimates I received for moving myself from Dallas to Houston. And so only spending a portion of that was really nice, because then this move would have cost $4,000, $5,000, which I am really grateful I didn't have to spend. But yeah, the having to pay the double rent, having to pay the extra pet fees, having to pay the extended on the renter's insurance has just taken a lot out of my bank account. So I'm looking at other ways of moving to see if I can't find cheaper ways of moving, but I think this was the most efficient so far. I think next time I'm going to prepare and have someone unload the truck, not relying on my siblings anymore, because obviously they can't show up when they need to be shown up. So mad about that. But I do what I can, and I just know from experience to just prepare for some of the worst things that could happen. Luckily we pushed through it. Luckily I got the apartment nicely unpacked. So that's the end of this video. It's been kind of ups and downs trying to create a video of moving, because I've been so busy, and it's like I'll be busy and I'll be like, oh, I should pick up my camera. So it's been a little bit, especially since this is technically my first vlog. It's probably not the most successful vlog you've ever seen. I've had a lot of rough starts on vlogs. I've made a vlog before, but it never got to final production. I accidentally deleted it. I've made some fake vlogs before where I'm trying to create something and nothing ever happens. So this is my first successful vlog. I do hope you like it. If you did, please give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this, of course, give it a subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Tell me how cute my dogs are in the comments. I really love comments. I really would like to see some nice interactions. And again, I do have a Patreon account. It is absolutely free for the first year. I am doing some giveaways, and I'm going to offer some Patreon exclusive things. But right now it's more of a behind the scenes. So if you want to see more things as they happen in real time, go to the vlog, go to my Patreon account. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. You've gotten to the end. I appreciate it. Until next time, bye-bye.